Here's a question. Short-form vertical video platforms like TikTok, Instagram Reels, and YouTube Shorts have proven to be a shortcut for creators to accumulate large audiences. But what's the long game for the creators' businesses? So why is this on my mind? Well, during VidCon, the digital video industry's annual gathering, I spoke with a bunch of creators and industry executives. And one thing I was really interested in talking with them about is what their current business priorities are. And topping the list seems to be diversifying their mix of platforms and revenue sources, including developing income streams outside of video.
Now I'm thinking about diversifying more because there's different crowds on different platforms, as people know, and different actual audiences as well on different platforms. So to cater to that and to like be a bigger brand for yourself, but also to inspire and help more people, you have to hit every avenue. So now more than ever, I look at all the different all the different platforms as, hey, if I could get myself on it, I don't have to have it as big as I am on, X platform or TikTok or Instagram. But as long as I have that FaceTime with people, it'll grow eventually, which is what we want. I don't want overnight success. I just want to make sure that I have something steady.
Let's be clear. This revenue diversification trend is not new to the creator economy. YouTube stars were talking about it nearly a decade ago. But now it's gaining attention among short-form video creators like today's TikTok stars.
I started with TikTok. I love TikTok. And now I'm really just trying to learn from everyone else because some of my friends are super hot on YouTube. Some of them are super hot on Snapchat. And I'm like, man, like all these other companies, they are doing so much to benefit the creator and the creator economy. And so now's a good time to like really pay attention.
Until very recently, the revenue options on these short-form video platforms have been pretty limited. Creators can do sponsored videos for brands, and then TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube have these creator funds that pay creators for posting popular videos. These creator funds are not exactly reliable revenue sources, though, as VidCon co-founder and longtime creator Hank Green pointed out in a video he posted to YouTube earlier this year.
Creator funds would be fantastic, except the well has been poisoned. You probably didn't even notice what changed when we went from the YouTube system, where a percentage of the revenue earned by the advertisement on the video gets sent to the creator, and the creator fund, where you have a pool of money that gets distributed among all creators. Did you notice at that time? It's really subtle, and the implication is so huge. In the first case on YouTube, they are sharing a percentage, and the second case on TikTok, they are sharing a static pool of money.
YouTube's chief business officer Robert Kinsel has also pointed out how creator funds can pale in comparison to a revenue share program in a podcast interview that he did with YouTube creators Colin and Samir. We'll get back in a second to the fact that YouTube doesn't have a revenue share program for shorts.
The single most important thing that you can do for creators is that you're sharing the revenue that's coming in. Day in, day out, a fund can be there and fund can disappear.
To be clear, rev share programs for short-form video are beginning to pop up. TikTok started testing a rev share program called Pulse, but it's limited to the top 4% of all videos on the platform, meaning that a majority of an individual creator's videos may not even qualify. As for a rev share program for Reels, I asked Jackie Pimentel from Instagram owner Meta about that during VidCon, and here's what she had to say.
Right now, we're introducing overlay ads on top of Reels and testing that. And from a revenue share perspective, we're really focusing on a lot of our other suite of tools that are doing really well, like subscriptions, where creators can earn directly from their fans. We're seeing a lot just through. We're also seeing a lot just through like the content that creators are creating. It's allowing them to unlock brand deals as they're able to gain more of a following, and so we're just going to keep investing in those things. We're going to visit, as we grow Reels, we'll continue to invest in ways for creators for rev share, but our first priority right now is to make Reels a great product.
Meanwhile, YouTube, the platform that popularized sharing revenue to video creators, has yet to announce any such program for shorts, despite starting to sell ads against shorts. So for now, minus the aforementioned exceptions, creators making TikToks, Reels, and Shorts don't get a cut of the revenue from the ads running alongside their videos. But a big trend among short-form and long-form video creators alike is the new money that can be made by licensing old videos.
Right now, it's all about content licensing, syndication, finding how you can monetize on pre-existing libraries.
And then the obvious option for short-form vertical video creators to expand their income would be to start producing long-form videos and post them to platforms like YouTube and Facebook, which already have rev share programs in place. And some of these creators are considering that option.
I know a lot of my friends that do YouTube. They're very happy with that, and they put a lot of their energy. And I see why, because I know that for them, it's easier to make money that way, to monetize in that form. Whereas obviously, I think TikTok is just a little bit of a different dynamic. But so yeah, I think I'm like learning little by little because I think I'm still pretty new at all of this, and so I'm like barely like, okay, I didn't know that. Like I said, like I mentioned with Facebook, like, I didn't know that. I don't know. So there's a lot of things that I'm learning, and I'm starting to take advantage of, because if it's there, if the monetization is possible there, then might as well.
An obstacle for these short-form video creators getting into long-form video is the latter can be a pretty big jump from the kinds of videos they're used to making.
I would love to veer into long-form content on YouTube. Just like the editing kind of stresses me out, because I'm great at editing like a 1 minute, maybe even a 3-minute video. But when you get into that like long-form 8, 10, 15 minute, that's something I know I'm going to have to outsource at some point, because that is not, my brain does not work like that.
I want to keep things short and hopefully one day make content that's a little longer, but I also don't have that inside of me. Like there's like right now at least, because I think that there's some people who are able to make like 10, 15-minute skits. I can't do all that. Like my skits are like 54 seconds average, and it's like, that's a sweet spot for me. Also on editing time too.
Creators aren't only looking at other video platforms or video formats when it comes to diversifying their revenue streams, though. In fact, and this goes for both short-form and long-form video creators alike, they're not even necessarily looking at video. They're looking at the really long game for their careers.
Of course, as a creator, it's always really important to diversify your income, because I always tell people that being a creator may not be forever. I've heard it compared to a pro athlete where maybe you have 2 or 3 really like hot years and then you're kind of like hoping for something else to come along. That's if, you're really lucky, I feel like. So I don't want to be a negative Nancy, but I think a really great way to diversify your income is, 1, selling merchandise. I launched my own brand, Stay Peachy, which I am so in love with, and I did that to hopefully generalize any search or people that want to buy merch that might not watch my videos. That was my first step. We went into game development. As a video content creator, creating games was also a really easy avenue to transition to, as now we earn money from those games. Of course, we also have brand deals. Everybody knows about brand deals and how they kind of come through, but there's just a lot of opportunities out there to expand your portfolio and opportunities for income that I think everybody should keep their eyes peeled for, especially if you're an influencer.
We do get money off of different apps, from brand partnerships and everything like that. And I am like huge into real estate. I purchased my first home last year with the money from my other solar job, but I also have purchased investment properties as well in Massachusetts, where I'm from with my uncle. So I'm always thinking forward. Like I know money, everyone can make money, but what people say, it's not about how much you make, it's how much you could keep, it's how you could reinvest it. So I'm always thinking about the long term. Like, I don't know how long this is gonna last, and I think a lot of creators think that way. That's why we push ourselves to like the next limit all the time. We're trying to improve. But as of right now, I do know that I'm pushing money in different avenues just to make sure that if this ever stops, like I have streams of income that won't stop because I built it the right way.